Girl in Durham. Here's a funny story. Well, it's not funny, but it is. My dad just learned this. My dad forced himself on my mom as they were married to conceive me. Right? My dad Muslim, mom Muslim, and so I just learned this. My entire life, I was built off identity. So I'm huge on belief and identity, but I never understood why. And then when my wife and I was looking to start a family, we went to counseling and it was like, all right, so I just need to know a little bit more about me before I bring a little man in the world, right? She was like, yeah, let me tell you, this is what happened. I'm like, what? And the first thing I said was, I'm sorry you had to experience that. And so for me, I came into the world different. I was the only one with a Muslim dad and a Muslim name.
Wow.
And I joke and say, imagine trying to write that name in elementary on those little blocks. I couldn't even remember it. But it became my superpower. So it was really more of me standing out because I had a Muslim name, Muslim mom. They used to call her the ninja. She had the whole dashiki thing. But she helped me understand that if I'm going to stand out, I might as well stand up.
And starting early. We starting early.
Like literally, we play ourselves out of position, even though we're trying to get in position, not knowing that we're in position if we give the spot away.
Mm-hmm.
And so we don't have to always, even in childhood, we're always trying to be first to be at the head of the class. If we give that up, the real power is the one who gave it away.
Yeah.
And so it's okay if we be skipped. It's okay if life reverse. It's okay because you have the wild card.
Yeah.
You can change it at any given time.
Yep. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream.
The harder you grind,
The bigger you dream.
Hey,
The harder you grind,
the bigger you dream.
Whoa, whoa.
The harder you grind,
The bigger you dream.
The harder
the harder you grind, the bigger you dream.
Let's get it, let's go. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. I said the harder you grind, the bigger you dream. I said you're up and I'm up. You're now tuned in to the Grind Hard Dream Big Show. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. I got a special guest in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, man.
Wow, man. First of all, thank you for having me, man. I'm Tierra's husband. The world know me as Tierra's husband. I really don't matter. It's all about her. But for some of you guys who don't know Tierra yet, I'm Wali Lathan, man, Mr. Spiritual Billionaire, and I call myself the Perspective Shifter.
That's heavy, man. That's
Yeah.
heavy, man. On a scale from 1 to 5, man, how you feeling, dog?
4.8. I just need to leave room to learn and to grow. I'm not always there. Of course, I'm human, but I'm grateful. And then I just heard a bar that I'm alive, breathing and winning.
Yes,
So
indeed.
I'm like 4.85 now.
That's good. That's
You know what I
fire,
mean?
man.
So
I ain't gonna lie.
good.
I'm excited, man. I'm at a 5, dog.
Oh, wow.
And the reason why I'm at a 5 is because what God has been doing, man, it's just been nothing but amazing.
Wow.
Literally, man. So
Wow.
I'm excited, man. And yeah, man, we are here, man. Literally grinding hard,
Man.
literally dreaming big. So
Yeah.
for the people that don't know, like your childhood, born and raised, your upbringing.
Wow, my childhood. It's my childhood was I was privileged to be raised by a single mom. My mom born and raised upper Northwest, 1950, Northwest, good stock, 4th Street, like Howard, 1950. That's a good spot. Things didn't always go well with her and my grandfather, so she actually moved out, ran away, did her thing, and moved us to what you can expect, the hood. right? 16, she ran out, got out of there. Still haven't gotten that story why. But in the last few recent years, I've learned a lot more about me from mom. But childhood was pretty extravagant for me. Growing up in Lincoln Heights, Northeast Washington, D.C., it was challenging, but exciting, you know. So coming from Northwest DC, mom moved with a bunch of encyclopedias and a car
Okay.
to the hood.
Okay.
It was like you have a car and books in the hood, and it was like different, but we were challenged to discover. Like, you don't know something, better go one of them encyclopedias. Like, literally, go look it up. And we had ways to get around because my mom had a car, but we still was in the hood. So we still was on public assistance, and it was 5 of us. It ended up being 5 of us. I had 2 older brothers, Gerald and Darrell. Here's a funny story. It's not funny, but it is. My dad, just learned this, my dad forced himself on my mom as they were married to conceive me, right? My dad, Muslim, mom, Muslim. And so I just learned this. My entire life, I was built off identity. So I'm huge on belief and identity, but I never understood why. And then when my wife and I was looking to start a family, we went to counseling and it was like, all right, so I just need to know a little bit more about me before I bring a little man in the world, right? She was like, yeah, let me tell you, this is what happened. I'm like, what? And the first thing I said was, I'm sorry you had to experience that. And so for me, I came into the world different. And so, but my mom never let me feel different, even though she made sure I knew I was different.
Right.
And so it was crazy because I went here because I have 2 older brothers, Gerald and Darrell. They have the same dad. I have a sister, Siobhan and Calvin, younger, same dad. My dad, Muslim. So that's 47 years ago when I'm 46. 46 years ago when I'm born, I was the only one with a Muslim dad and a Muslim name.
Wow.
And I joke and say, imagine trying to write that name in elementary on those little blocks. I couldn't even remember it. But it became my superpower. So it was really more of me standing out because I had a Muslim name, Muslim mom. They used to call her the ninja. She had the whole dashiki thing. But she helped me understand that if I'm going to stand out, I might as well stand up. And
Starting early. We starting early.
Like literally, and that's where
early.
it came from. Like, you know what? If I'm going to be the one that's going to stand out because I have a Muslim name,
Right.
you might as well stand up.
Right.
Be bold, be proud about it. And that's literally where a lot of my belief came from because we didn't have, but she showed me how to connect with people. So my not enough taught me how to be a partner. And literally, I just looked for people to partner with. I mean, early. So I didn't have a lot, so that means I had to find somebody who did.
Right.
And so I became a giver and didn't know I was buying friends, but I was looking to connect with people.
Gotcha.
And so by the time it got to a space where as though we learning the best way to connect is to give first, it was already embedded in me.
For sure. It's like you being a resource, you become resourced.
100%.
We started early.
100%.
We started early.
100%.
Literally, man. And you sat there and said to literally stand out, to stand up. And I think the thing about it, man, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Confidence embedded early. And we see that now. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Our generations, we
Yeah.
seeing this notion of confidence, especially with the youngins.
Yeah.
To build that early,
Yeah.
man, that foundation, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the village. I want to
Man.
definitely say that.
Man,
because
thank you.
that's embedded early in you.
Yeah.
To have confidence, to tell yourself, I am enough.
I am
don't
enough.
need that from anyone else.
Yeah.
I'm already seeing that. So, like, what hobbies were you into? Like, what did you like, you know what I'm saying, doing?
So the funny thing is, I enjoyed everything, like, because we had to create everything, right? So
For sure.
I watched my mom. So, and I know this came from my mother because one, we was Muslim, so she made our clothes. So she used to make the dashikis, make the clothes. So my punishment was to help her make clothes. My punishment was to help her make signs. So my older brothers, they used to play football and basketball for high school, middle school. So when we used to go to the high school and middle school, we sold the popcorn. So we sold the popcorn, made the signs, made the clothes, made the T-shirts from spray paint. So my punishment was to learn how to be creative. And so I was actually into creating and sports. One of my other things was playing cards. So I used to play cards with my mom. So I early became a human mathematician. I call myself a human calculator because I like numbers. And so one of the ways I used to do was I used to help people with their homework and get stuff from them. And so my thing was I became a collaborator early. So my hobby was playing basketball, football, baseball, soccer, anything to get out the house, right? Or I would go and make shirts. So I used to use color blasters, the little airbrush paint gun. So I used to draw Bart Simpson, the Go-Go Mickey, the DC Run Joe. I used to draw those on our T-shirts in elementary school and sell them. So I was into not just entrepreneurship, I was into having fun and getting something off of it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that, the creativity, as we always sit there and talk about it, man, it's just like I'm exploring.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
And it's okay for me to explore and be curious at the end of the day. And now that you see this whole full transformation, and now that you got your brand and everything, now I'm connecting the dots. Now it's making sense because you already had that foundation from a youngin'. Now I'm saying to now. 100%. So like now as you kind of like evolve, right? Because we're like, okay, childhood and, hobbies, I love to read, I love to write. My mother said I was going to speak to a lot of people years ago.
Yeah.
And then she's like, look at what you're doing now.
Yeah.
I told you I had that dream when you were little. I don't know what it was.
Wow.
I don't know how many people you didn't spoke in front of.
Wow.
But you was gonna use your gift of speaking because you always had a voice.
Wow.
So we embedded that in me when I was young.
Yeah, that's good.
And to see that. So now it's just like, okay, now as we shift, right? Adulthood.
Yeah.
That moment where you like, I'm an adult. No, like I'm really an adult. Like, so what was that moment where
Man,
you
I had a couple of them moments. So the funny thing is, I want to touch on your impartation of the gift. Mine was different. Like your mom said, you was gonna bless the world with speech, right?
Yeah.
Or communicating. Mine was in elementary. It was you talk too much. You too loud, right? And I'm talking about early. I was like, if that's the case, I got good grades, but I always got in trouble for being the mock child. So that's to stand up. I got in trouble because if something happened around me, I'm loud, I'm going to get in trouble. And I was like, if it's that bad for me talking too much, I must got something to say. And my job, probably maybe into maybe high school, I learned that I did have something to say. I just need to learn how to say it.
Gotcha.
And so I didn't really get yours like you're going to be a speaker. It was like, you talk too much. I'm like, well, I'm going to say something. I'm just going to learn how to say it. So when I actually learned that I was doing the adulting thing, I had a couple times, man. I actually didn't go to college, right? By choice. I graduated high school. Oh, let's skip. So I actually got shot up at 14 in D.C. And my mom was on her Moses thing. She was like, you know what, you got to get out of here. I was on a basketball court, got shot up. Not doing anything illegal or anything, but I was pretty good in basketball. And so the situation was one of the kids, we were playing ball down Houston, and the guy wanted his basketball. Kid wanted his basketball. I wasn't done with the basketball. So it was like, hold on, man, let me get another dunk in. And what happened was he tried to take the ball. And I was like, man, watch out. Little youngin, right? I was wrong. Pushed the little youngin down. The little youngin, when he got his people, came back. Guy came through, whipped out, and it started dumping. And so when he started dumping, he actually shot me in my back, numbed the whole left side. So I started limping. Then shot me in my right leg, and the basketball tripped me up. So he was dumping as I was rolling over the basketball. I'm 14. So crazy thing is, he emptied, I think he had a revolver, so he emptied his probably 6 rounds and then ran across the field. I literally learned that's when we used to say hot balls. So them joints was hot for real. But so when the ambulance came out, all I asked him was, will I be able to play basketball again? And that was all that was on my mind. The bullet went in the middle of my back and just missed my spine. And the doctor was like, bro, you lucky. I literally could have been paralyzed. Like, it was God. And that's when I said to God off the break, if you real, because I was born Muslim, and my thing was I didn't have a choice to be Muslim. So I wasn't even agreeing with it. It wasn't wrong, but it wasn't my choice.
Right.
And so my thing was, all right, God, if you real, you allow me to play basketball again, I'll serve you for the rest of my life. And within 3 weeks, I was back on the basketball court. Not playing, but I was back on the basketball court. And that's literally when I walked into my faith of, I'm going to be with God forever. And so for me, that's when adult life started at 14.
Yeah. And that's you, like, understanding you have a testimony because you went through the test.
100%.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, 100%. All of us have it.
Yeah.
Because all of us have been tested before. We took the quiz. We know what the quiz is like, but the test is completely different. It's totally different, literally, man. And for that to first of all, for that to happen, that's traumatic.
Yeah.
And then for you to literally bounce back and make that commitment at that particular time, man, I salute that because that's a heavy commitment. A lot of people be like, yeah, man, I just want to.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But for you to be like, nah, I'm all in.
Yeah, I'm all in. All in.
All in like a game of poker.
Yes,
all
sir.
You know what I'm saying? All in. Literally,
no
man.
doubt.
And it's you said something about cards. And I think it's so important because, like, play cards, play Uno, right? I tell people all the time, the hand that you have, you know what I'm saying, you got to play it. No matter how many times somebody put, it's in reverse, somebody skipped you, made you draw 2, draw 4. The wild card you have to change the situation. The wild card is so powerful because you could play it at any given time and change the situation. To realize that you don't have to have a hand. You don't have to have the cards in your hand and realize, Uno, you are the one. You've been the one.
Wow.
You've been the one.
Wow.
You just have to realize that and realize the game of emotions because that's what Uno is really teaching you. It's a game of emotions, how people are playing it.
Wow.
And then sometimes when you skip somebody, you are out of turn. Or when you do put things in reverse, you do pivot opposite ways.
Wow.
So we have to realize how we do this.
So we've been playing Uno our entire life, but just been playing it from a different perspective.
Yes, literally. It's a game of emotions.
And not knowing we had the wild card the whole time.
Right. Exactly. Not knowing.
That's good.
Yeah, literally. Because we play it to be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What was you so quick to be out for? Why strive to get even when the odds are against you? The odds have been against you. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. Literally. So we have to think about this in totality and how we move as people. Because games teach you a lot.
Games teach you a lot.
They do. Like, they was like, man, you know what? Monopoly's born. Why? We see Monopoly now. We see Monopoly now.
World.
Right. We see Monopoly now. You got to have patience. You got to understand all of those things.
100%.
And as you're going past these things, you want to sit there and own property and things like that. It was teaching you all of those
100%.
things. Right. But
100%.
it's a marathon type of game.
Wow.
So we have to We have to look at these things different.
No, I think you said something. You said a lot. You said a lot, man. I like the Uno. The Monopoly is a whole nother bar. That's a whole nother game of life.
For sure.
But that Uno, we have that wild card. That's a major position.
Yeah.
And I think we play ourselves out of position, even though we're trying to get in position, not knowing that we're in position if we give the spot away.
Mm-hmm.
And so we don't have to always, even in childhood, we're always trying to be first to be at the head of the class. If we give that up, the real power is the one who gave it away.
Yeah.
And so it's okay if we be skipped. It's okay if life reverse. It's okay because you have the wild card.
Yeah.
You can change it at any given time.
Yep.
I think I heard you say we're not a product of our environment. We're a product of our decision.
Yeah.
And that wild card. And when we use that wild card is one of those major decisions.
Yeah,
So I think
literally, man.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah, man, it is.
That's heavy.
It is
That's
heavy, man. And like I said, as we go through it, we understand that. So, like I said, I met you, like I said, man, shout out to, man, Quan, shout out to Stan.
Man.
Literally linked up. We had a conversation and just the energy was flowing, man. And I want to shout out, Push, because it's persevere until success happens. And Stan literally, stepping towards a new destination, a new, just something that's new, right?
Yeah,
and I think what the alignment was understanding that it's village work.
Yeah.
It truly is, you know, having to have a heart for the next generation.
Yeah.
Realizing I'm doing this work and saving lives.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing literally is being who you needed when you were younger.
Yes.
That's all you're really doing and staying consistent with that. And for me, this call to action, when people see Grind Hard, be like, oh, I'm being who I needed when I was younger. The resources I didn't take advantage of were the things that I kind of missed out on. I'm realizing now, like, okay, God has qualified you and put you in position to reverse, clean it up, and be a resource for the people.
Yeah. I promise you, the funny thing is, I get asked a lot of questions. How did you know? I'm huge on belief. Like everything was belief. Belief begins with belief. From the beginning of like, once you believe it, then your behavior will follow, right? And then you will get the benefit of that, right?
Yeah.
That's just how I believe. Of course, it's the success principle of the Bible.
Right.
Be, do, have, right? But when I walk in certain rooms meaning every room, I have to determine which of the 3 C's that I'm gonna be. Either I'm gonna be a creator, collaborator, or contributor, right? And so my brain is, do I need to create something this room needs? Who do they have in this room that I need to connect with?
Right.
Or what can I contribute to the room? And I literally just believe in just being the bridge. Like, I don't have to create every bridge. I don't even have to cross every bridge. But I can have a bridge that somebody else can go over.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we do when it's we call it networking, but my job is to make sure my net works.
Yeah. I like
so
that.
my
like
people brings everybody together. My job is to say, hey, I got somebody over here that need whatever you're looking for. That's a done deal.
Right.
And literally, we have a transportation company, right? And I started as an Uber driver. And I saw it as my job is I don't have to influence the masses. I influence the ones who influence the masses. My job is to drive the big dogs and to get access to the big dogs so I can give them to my people that I trust or that trust me. So my job is to connect the people as the Uber driver.
I like that.
It wasn't even about me. I don't even do everything.
Right.
I just drive the people who know what they know, and they need the people that I know.
Right. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
All,
right.
that's all
Yeah.
my job is. And I mean, it's. I always say, he who creates the bridge controls the toll, and that's what this is. This is a bridge to connect to the world.
Yeah.
You have a platform. You have an audience.
Right.
I have an offer. We're just offering wisdom.
Right.
This is the new way of connecting people.
Yes.
And you are right in your lane.
Yes.
In your lane. And I'm pretty sure they said whatever they said, but I'm glad they said what they said.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I mean? So-
yeah, and I think of, life as a bank too, like withdrawals and deposits. A lot of people could come through withdrawal. Hey, yo, I need that. I need that. But we got to pay attention to those deposits.
100%.
100%. Because at the same time, like, yeah man.
Wow.
It's important to understand that we are the currency. And being that is like the energy that flows.
100%.
And realizing, like I said, like understanding how we set this example, how we set the tone, like even the classes that we sit there and take, setting the tone. That's reading, the mood. That's reading, the climax, reading.
Yeah. That's it.
Beginning, middle, and like all of this, literally, what we take and we have to see now it's a whole nother lens.
A whole nother lens. And that's important because not only are we speaking it, we're showing it. And when we show it, we become proof.
Yeah.
When I always say, I don't have to prove myself, I'm proof myself.
Yeah.
Because I improve myself.
Yeah.
As we continue to work towards whatever we're working towards, just work hard and you get to prove to someone else it can be done.
Right.
And so when you go in the classrooms and showing people it's possible, now they can believe that, you know what, if they did it for Flo, if Flo did it, I can do it too.
Right.
At least I can ask Flo, hey, how did you do that?
Right.
Who did you connect with?
Right.
One of my biggest things is if we didn't have what we needed, I asked how, right?
Yeah.
And so how is not how am I going to do it, how can this be done? Right. And that how is different, like how. And that sends the signals out to my creative world to bring in the resources.
Right.
Because I was taught to be resourceful.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then that joint switched those letters around to who? Same 3 letters. It goes to who can I connect with? Who got this? So now we went from how can it happen? Who can we connect with? Now we working towards something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because we learned how to be resourceful.
Yeah. That's it. That's what I'm saying. I tell people all the time, like, you talking about designer, like back then it was like, what was Gucci to a boss? A foreign exchange. Now, what we realize it now is like value for value, a value exchange. It's just conversation. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And once we haven't seen that.
Man, you're changing the value system.
Yeah.
Like literally that's how we used to barter, used to exchange everything. So now we understand the difference between equity and a value system because we came from a void. Like, look, I can help you with that. So now the value system is what I bring to the table.
Yeah.
My signature have weight and your voice have weight. Now we got a contract.
Yeah. And the thing about it is how can I help you is always going to be more important than what can I gain.
100%.
Every single time.
100%.
Every single time.
How can I help you is the key to unlock the door to the safe. If you're trying to get in, how can I help you?
Right.
What do you need? What you looking for?
Right.
It's going to change the game.
For sure.
It's going to change the game.
Yeah.
I promise you, I was looking at something earlier today. It was one of those, it was a big boy podcast, and I got mad at the interviewer because he was interviewing a big dog. All he kept saying is, how can he get on? I'm like, bro, you're missing it.
Yeah.
You have her right there, and you're like, how can I get from you? And I'm like, how can I get? She's going with it, but we hate that. Not how can I get? What do you need?
What do you need?
What do you need?
Right.
And you got access.
Yeah.
Like literally, we have access to some people, right? But it comes from serving them.
Yeah.
Like if you can gain trust, you gain access.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's how I be sitting there telling people, like, even with credit. Like, credit is your relationship and how you deal with people. It ain't necessarily money. It is credit. What is your credit like?
What is your name?
Is your word your word?
Yes.
Are you going to pull up like you said you was going to pull up? And that's why I sit there and I tell people all the time, you got to understand it. There's, like, you can be good. You can be average. You can be great. and you could be obsessed.
100%.
And we're in the season of being obsessed. Like, yes, good, average, great.
Yeah.
Nah,
yeah.
we got to be obsessed about this.
100%. And
how to be better every day, literally.
I think I just dropped a new oh, that spiritual billionaire was a tough joint. I just dropped a new shirt, Believe in New Money, and I use Hebrews 11:6, right? And it's so crazy because when I read that scripture, I forget it says it's impossible to please God without faith. I forget it because I hear negative when I hear it is impossible. I only read one must believe he is, and then he rewards those who diligently seek him. I only hear you must believe he is. Once you believe he is, he pays you. He rewards those who diligently seek him. My brain hears, if I know who he is and do right by him, he look out for me. I'm not even speaking in money.
Right.
I mean in peace.
Yeah.
I mean in relationship. I mean, when you get to have the benefit of breathing and winning, it's a whole nother level.
It is.
You have opportunity to help somebody else.
Yeah.
It's life changing because I think a lot of times we believe money is what it is. And money is not. Whatever we're talking about with the currencies and digital currencies and crypto, whatever all that stuff is cool. But it proves money is not what it is no more.
No, it's not.
Now, your name is on the line.
Right.
Because his name is on the line.
Right.
And so if you put his name above the money, it gets you endorsed, that bank account can't.
Yeah.
And so if we open doors for each other, we're here through another relationship.
Right.
And that's what happened. Nobody exchanged any cash.
Right.
But because somebody's word was on it and their name was on it, here we are.
Yeah. And that's why I sit there and I tell people all the time, even with the youngins, like, y'all play video games all the time, 2K or Madden. Build your character. What do you like about your character?
Yeah.
If it's a 99 overall, what's gonna make it be a 99 overall?
Yeah.
You got the handles, you got the you can sit there, you got all the agility in the world. What do you not like about your character? And what you don't like about your character, that's what you sit there and build on. It's like a house. I got 3 floors. I got the top floor, I got the living room, I got the basement. Where's the character built? The basement. Nobody wants to go in the basement, but that's where the character is developed. Then you go to the second floor. Then that's when you see the pruning.
Yeah.
And after that,
then
top
you get to
floor,
the penthouse.
house.
Then you get the penthouse.
Yeah.
And that's built on real groundwork.
Yeah.
A real foundation.
Yeah.
When we understand everything is built in the basement. I love the basement. I get in trouble as my safe haven because I sleep on the floor because all I see is up, right? And I just love the basement. Everything is built in the basement. It's the foundation of everything. I think most people miss. I was studying the other day, and I'm not going to apologize about God because, we rock like that. I was studying the other day, Genesis 1:28. He said he blessed them, and then he told them, be fruitful and multiply, right? And so, but 1:26, he said, let us make man in our own image. So we have the character of God and then have the capacity because he blessed us to go to follow the command of be fruitful and multiply.
Right.
And we have the chemistry because we all intertwine.
Yes.
And so if our character is built in from God, man, we tripping if we don't operate and walk in that authority.
Right.
If we don't walk in that joint, but we can build it back up because we have to tap into who made us.
Yeah.
And so our character is
very important.
I'm talking about main ingredient. When we watch some of these people who get the bag, right? And have the talent, have all of the skill set, and can move a needle or two,
right?
But if I can't trust you,
right,
to be the head of my organization, my multi-billion-dollar organization, on to the next, bro.
Right.
I need somebody that can control these keys.
Right.
You're not giving those keys to your child if they ain't doing right. I mean, your child.
Right.
If your child ain't doing right in school.
Right.
So you definitely ain't gonna give it to another person.
Right.
So our job is to help them build up that character and say, look here, man, you build that character up, you'll get that currency.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I'm saying. It's just, and I think that this is also, wonderful because it's like we're learning to become the man that the moment demands. The man that the moment demands, right? In a particular situation. What does that require? Does it require character? Does it require discipline? Does this require you to say no? Does this require you to say yes? Is this discernment here? You see what I'm saying? We have all these things. So the preparation part is so vital because once we're sitting there blessed with all these opportunities, we ain't ready for them. It's going to show. It's going to show.
Hey, listen, you are somewhere. You are somewhere. The
man that the moment demands, literally, because all of this, we have to think about, what does this moment require? What is he showing me? Or I'm here, I may need discipline.
Yeah.
I may need to be the executor in the situation.
No,
or like
that's
you
good.
said there and said, or I may need to be the collaborator.
Yeah.
Or I may need to be the connector.
No, that's
It's
good.
up for us to understand the role, embrace the role, and be that in what the moment demands. And sometimes we don't know because we are so good at so many lanes, but what does this specific assignment require? And are we willing to be that for that particular assignment?
And that's so good.
Yes,
That's
literally, literally, man,
and is I got scripture for it. That's so good.
literally.
Being able to discern or be the man
Yes,
that the moment demands,
yeah,
like require.
yeah,
You can't even. The scripture says, Ecclesiastes 9:11, right? The race isn't given to the swift, but the one who endures. Not the one who's rich, not the strong, but time and chance happens to everyone, which means you're going to get a shot. But will you be prepared?
right,
And most times we get to a space and say, we wasn't prepared because that's the moment that's preparing you.
right.
God.
I'm telling you, man, literally, because that's something that we have to realize not only as men, but just as people in general. Like, oh yeah, I want this, but I
Yeah.
gotta work on that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm tired. It may be patience that you need to learn. These different things we are learning, and we have to realize that the pruning is important.
The pruning.
The pruning is important.
What do you mean the pruning?
The pruning is important. That pruning is important. Some of us don't even like prune juice. I ain't gonna lie.
Woo!
But the pruning is important.
Oh, wait. 100. I'm a Bible, whatever you want to call me. I never made the connection of prune juice and pruning.
Mm-hmm.
Prune, I hated prune juice.
Right.
It was a detox.
Right. Exactly.
I did not know it was creating space.
Yeah. You gotta think about that.
Wow.
It does, because it creates space for you to receive. It does.
That's what the scripture said. I'm telling you, 100%. This is a real moment.
But
I did not connect that.
literally, that's what I'm thinking about. It's like, and I think that's why when we hear the word prune, it's like, it's unattractive.
Yes.
But it's necessary.
Yes.
Because you have to be pruned. You
Yes.
have to. The flesh has to die for the spirit to live. The flesh has to die for I know. This is like, hold on, wait. We this is a sermon right now.
Way
But
out
literally,
there.
but
That's good.
it literally, because I think that's where we fall short. Because we look at our own desires and certain situations we're trying to control. It's like, no, at the end of the day, you steward this. God going to control the outcome. He'll know if you were prepared for the moment, and the time will reveal all.
Yeah.
But as long as you are stewarding everything that he told you to steward, bro,
It's
the beautiful thing. And that's why I was like, I knew for a fact, like, when we had that conversation, I'm like, yo, I'm in student mode, and I'm grateful to be in student mode, because when we talk about the generations and the disconnect, it could come off as, oh yeah, man, I ain't trying to hear what he has to say or X, Y, Z. But it's like, no, like we are all students and we're all striving to learn something.
Yeah. If
But
we're
the channel that
willing.
If we're willing.
Yeah.
But the channel that is a positive channel. And it's like, nah, bro, I ain't taking the remote and turning that off. This joint is on.
Yeah.
Full blast volume,
Yeah.
surround sound like we watching the whole game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's
this is
real.
like, man, come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy every quarter. I'm gonna enjoy it. Why? Because you have to.
Every quarter has a different lesson to it.
Yeah.
It has a different game plan.
Mm-hmm.
You in it. I actually got a book I ain't even dropped. It's called The Game in Its Entirety, All Four Quarters.
Wow.
And it's me giving my perspective of all the games that I've played in
Mm-hmm.
every aspect of my life.
Mm-hmm.
But each quarter of the game has a different objective. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and how you make the free throw. When we get to the age of, it's simple now, bro. It ain't even about shaking and baking no more. It ain't even about the long ball. Now it's about managing the clock, doing the right thing, removing what don't work, stewarding the basketball, taking control of the possession, and making a free throw. It's very simple. That's how you scale. It ain't all about crowd pleasing in the fourth quarter. That's when the game get real. Every All-Star game, every game is like, no, manage the clock, make the field goal.
Right.
Very simple. Every quarter of the game is something totally different. Whether it's business, whether it's life, whether it's adulthood, whether it's with the wife, whether it's with the lady, everything is like, you know what? I learned a little different. That's why Jay say, to get to a billion, he's gonna have to take a different route. Like I made a couple million, but to go on this side, I do a little something different.
Right.
It's a different game plan for this quarter of life.
Yeah.
And so when we understand that, we move a little different.
Yeah.
We steward a little different. God says, those who take care of a little bit, I give you more of.
Right.
Then he also says, those who have, I will give more. Right. Those who don't, I'm gonna take away.
Right.
So that means you have. How you gonna take something away if I don't have it? That means you had something. You just ain't stewarded right.
Right.
Let me get that. I'm gonna get it to somebody who did.
Right. And that's why I say what you say yes to and what you say no to is expensive. What are you willing to pay? The cost. The NO because of what you were supposed to say no to. But you said yes so long, now all of a sudden it's like, ooh,
Yeah.
withdrawal.
Yeah.
You're supposed to deposit that for real. That's what you're supposed to do. But you weren't spiritually responsible.
Spiritually, emotionally,
Yeah.
like
Financially,
like
it shows up and it adds up in every sector. That's why I say
and that joint leaned on the other side.
yeah, that's why it's important to have the healthy habits in all those sectors, bro. It connects.
I think one of the biggest identifiers is not just listening to other people, but looking at yourself,
Yes.
right? Because once you look at yourself in the mirror, you can be honest where you are.
Yeah.
And once you'll be honest about where you are, you can move a little different. Like that no becomes easier. I always say, create a yes and it says no. So if the goal is to make him, no, I ain't gonna say make him, if the goal is to get married, I ain't going out every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that says no to whatever the goal is. If the goal is to lose weight, I can't eat them cookies, bro.
Right.
So I'm not even saying no to the cookies. I'm saying yes to health.
Yeah.
And it just changes things when my responsibility is to the yes.
Yeah.
I learned this joint in my alcohol program, probably 10 years clean. I ain't did no alcohol, no nothing, man. I'm ecstatic. I think this is the first time I've announced this in the public. I was gonna do something, but I'm excited about this, man, because a lot of times I think we think people wake up in a certain place and we never struggled with nothing or did anything. And it wasn't bad. It was not me, right? And so I learned in one of my alcohol programs, it was and I kind of got it from my wife as well. When we know our nouns, N-O-W, we can change our N-O-U-N-S, change our nouns. When you know your noun, what you want now,
I like that.
you can change your nouns, your
Yeah.
people, places, and things.
Right.
That ain't the same. So if you don't like what's going on, change where you go. Change the people you be around. Just say no, bro.
Yeah.
If that's the case, when you know your nouns, say no to your nouns.
Right.
Let's just change it. And so for me, it's been a major part of my growth because I just cut out some of the things that used to control me. I was just knowing my nouns.
Right.
And so it was major for me to be able to shift where I wanted to be or end up by making that decision now.
Nah, I think that's definitely important. And like I said, like as you grow, you realize, it's like, yo, God, change my appetite. I ain't even hungry for that. I don't want that. That's not on the menu. I ain't order that. I ain't want that. I ain't order that.
I'm gonna make you go deep in. No, what do you mean by change my appetite?
Change my appetite. I'm not hungry for this. I do not want that. That no longer serves me. Yeah, okay. If I want to sit there and elevate and I'm trying to sit there and be successful, that means I got to hang out with successful people. That means, oh yeah, if I want to create atmosphere, let me go ahead into creating this atmosphere.
Yeah.
I know where I am.
Mm-hmm.
I want to vision where I'm going.
Yeah.
Because going is future.
Yeah.
I know where I am. That's current.
Yeah.
I know where I was. That's past.
Yeah.
A lot of people always remember where you came from. Came is past.
Yeah.
And I'm coming. I'm on the way. That means I'm expecting the arrival part. And people have to understand that you can also sit still. And because when you sit still, you can avoid everything else. Stillness is also a superpower. Stillness is also a superpower. And I think that it's so underrated. Holy Spirit flowing in this room.
100%. So I promise
Literally.
you. I promise you.
Literally.
We literally was talking about this morning at the house. Like,
Stillness is a superpower.
And I'm trying not to go as crazy as I can't. It's not only a superpower, it's a commandment. It's a part of the seventh day. Rest. Stop. He said, be still, bruh. And know I got this. We keep trying to make it happen. He said Sabbath, which is rest, is the only other thing besides human, which was good, which was holy. We want to keep moving. You charge your phone up, why you don't charge you up? When your phone is out burning what it's burning, when it get low, you sit that phone on the charger and let it stop.
Yeah.
That's how important what you just said was. Hey man, we won't crash if we ain't moving.
Right. Gotta be still.
Sit.
Yeah.
Chill. Let that thing happen.
Yeah. And distance is a response. Sometimes we have to feel like we engage in everything. Distance is a response. It is. And we have to be mindful of that. The conversations, the words, and everything. Because like I sat there and said, like, the power of the tongue is real. Karma is real. How you treat people is real. It's going to show up. Shadow, light, it's different times.
Man.
Same thing when the sun shine in the night too. Like,
Man,
they got different times, bro.
You in it.
We in it.
You in it.
Literally, dog.
Distance is a response.
It is. That no longer serves me anymore. I don't have to entertain that conversation. It's going to protect my peace. Can I be 100 with myself and realize, okay, cool, I don't need to engage in that. Nah, that's not for me. You know what? You can win the war right here. That war to you, that's temporary for you.
Yeah.
That's not permanent for me. Let me focus on what he said. That's important.
You know how we always say, whatever one, the story is, the wolf and the lion is battling, and you don't know which one, who's gonna win, and the guy say to the kid, like, the kid asked the guy, like, which one is going to win? And the guy said, whatever one you feed. And so if you feed the lion beat the wolf. If you feed the wolf going to beat the lion.
Yeah.
And what you're saying is, if whatever we feed grows.
Yeah.
So if we feed us, starve that, we win. So distance is actually a response by starving out what we no longer want.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's a mean joint. That's a mean one. Like, I ain't even gotta answer you. I just gotta get away.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That was a part of my environment. It was a part of my environment. It no longer serves in my environment.
Wow.
I need atmosphere. So let me go ahead and create that.
Wow.
And that's where I think that, with all of this, man. So as we are like navigating all this, man, like what does the self-care look like for us, man? Because we working literally in the field, in the trenches and all that. So what does self-care look like for us, man?
I gotta do it, man. Alive, breathing, winning.
Hey.
Like what? Like I promise you, my wife got me going, but I promise you, I sit still. I breathe, like take a breath. Like nah, take a breath. Like sit down. Like I'm okay with not having every minute flow, unless I build every minute into my first 5 minutes of the hour and my last 5 minutes of the hour. I ain't doing nothing. Well, I learned that from driving. When I was driving, I just sit in the car and not do nothing. I ain't got to go on no events. I'm just gonna breathe, bro. I'm just gonna sit right here and get all my minutes. Those became vacations to me. And so I'll have a vacation 3-4 times a day just by. So self-care for me, now, of course, I do about 4 miles a day.
That's good. That's
And
good.
I get out and get to it. Like I was telling you earlier, the other day, I was out getting it in.
Right.
And I get that in every morning, right?
Right.
So that's self-care to me.
That's good.
Then I'll sit, drink a lot of water, and then do nothing.
That's good.
Some self-care is serving for me.
Right.
Like one of the things we talk about with me and my wife is we recharge different. Sometimes she got to be around people. Sometimes I need to be in the basement. Right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some people got to be in front of the computer. Sometimes I just got to be out serving.
Right.
I just got to be out helping the people and just like watching somebody else smile. Then I can do that probably all day. Probably be tripping. She was like, bro, you be tripping. I can serve all day because I'm just grateful to be in a position to help people and see people in a different light. So yeah, self-care is just being alive, man, breathing and winning, bro.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
And, like I'm heavy on the workout stuff too, like just getting the miles and understanding that. And like you said, serving people, because at the end of the day, you get inspired too. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that when we do that and we are of service of people, then we realize that service could come our way.
100%.
I think that people have to understand that and realize how it works.
100%.
How can I help you is always going to be more.
100%. I've met so many. I've met some of my best clients, best friends, best connection, serving. I'm talking about with the suit on, opening doors. I always say, I open doors for people, and them doors open for me. Like I literally serve as much as possible when I can. Like I just pull up and be like, "Yo, what you need? How can I help?" That gets you in other rooms, not intentionally. It just gets you in other rooms.
Right.
Everybody don't want somebody to do something. They just want you to be present.
Right.
And if I can just show up and be like, hey, what you need, bro? I'm good.
Right.
I'm trying to do that.
For
Like,
sure.
for real, I'm trying to do that.
Yeah.
Because I got a different eye, see things different. So I really like serving.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, what I can definitely say and admire is like the consistency, man.
Yeah.
You are a man on the mission.
Mm.
And
Grateful, man.
it literally shows in the things that you do. I can definitely say that you are motivated, you are disciplined. It took a long, like God is still doing miraculous things in your life, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, like the energy in the first kind of conversation that we had, I just was like, I'm in student mode. And I would constantly say that because it's like, you can always learn from people. Don't be afraid to learn from people. And the information that you take that you feel is resourceful for you, apply it. That's the biggest thing. We have to apply information that's given to us. It's so much information. It's really literally to a point where it's no excuse.
100%.
Like, it's literally no excuse.
And so, you know what's funny though? You said a thing, and this is where we got to work on our heart on not being as rude as we can be with the no excuse.
Right.
Because it's like, what do you mean you don't know? Like, bruh, it's there. Like, we didn't know.
Right. We
just reframed everything. But bruh, it's self-taught. Like, it's Google everything, AI everything. Like,
It is.
ask the question.
Right.
And you said the threefold house, it's knowledge, wisdom, understanding, right? But the wisdom only become wisdom after you understand and after you apply the knowledge.
Yep.
And then it's like, yo, if you use it, you become wise.
Yep.
I think this is a bar I came up with. Well, God gave it to me earlier. We was talking about it's yours. You can have it because you can go crazy. We hear experience is the best teacher. We've heard that our entire life. It is, but listening is less expensive. We can just learn from when we listen to somebody.
Yeah.
We ain't got to pay all those dues. It won't even cost us 5 years. We can just listen to your lesson. It's less expensive.
Yeah.
Let's just listen to my guy.
Right.
And I promise you, my wife said, when I told my wife, I said, this is Flo. He's him already. Him already. Like, you are absolutely, I think one of my speaking coach, Coach Lanita, said, she just did a joint the other day, was you are who you're becoming.
Yeah.
You are who you're becoming.
Right.
You already him, bro.
Yeah. And I always tell people you're becoming, and that's crazy.
I'm telling you.
Literally. Because like I said, yeah, literally in that space, man. So how do we motivate those people around us? Because I know with motivation is motivation, right? But then we have momentum. So how do we motivate the people? Like, what will we tell those people that are watching, those people that are that are trying to find their purpose or try to identify their dreams? What will we tell those people, man?
I have that's good. I have a 4-hour framework, and then I added another one to the beginning, right? So the beginning is we have to remove the lie that we believe. There's a lie inside of our head that we believe. Whatever that is, we got to remove that. And once we remove that lie that you're not enough, remove that, then we can reframe that. And once we reframe it, we rename it. And once we rename that picture, we refocus on what we're looking at. And once we refocus it, we can represent it to ourselves.
That's good.
So this is what we do daily when we crop out the pictures on Instagram. All we have to do is remove the lie. Somebody said something, remove the lie, reframe it, rename it, refocus it, and represent it. And that's where we'll find our purpose. That's where we'll find motivation. We can see things totally different when we cut off the corners.
I agree. I tell people, like, recharge, revamp, refocus. It's no need to worry, no need to panic, no need to trip, because you're right where you want to be.
Yeah.
Because where you wanted to be literally last year was completely different. So you were probably making your strides.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be perfect to be amazing, because you already are amazing to somebody.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Literally.
And if no one else, to you. We see you the way you see you. See you great, and they're going to respond to it.
Yeah.
They're going to respond to it.
Yeah.
Trust me, they're going to respond to it.
Yeah, man.
They have to.
For sure.
Man, I appreciate you, bro.
Man, this was a fire conversation. This
Yes,
was
sir.
therapeutic and everything, man. Like I said, bro, just keep grinding. I see you, man, from one brother to another brother. You doing your thing.
Man,
Like I
thank
said,
you,
man. And like I said, everything like is gonna come in abundance. I believe blessings come in bulk. And they already been. Blessings come in bulk, and they have for you.
Oh.
Abundantly.
That's
Funny.
on me. That's your. That I'm gonna make that shirt for you. I like that one.
Blessings come in bulk.
Blessings come in bulk.
Blessings come in bulk.
Woo.
Blessings come in bulk.
That's
man.
good. I like that.
Literally, man. And you already know the harder you grind, the bigger you dream. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. I said the harder you grind, the bigger you dream. And we out.
My guy.
Yes, indeed, man. That was powerful. Yes.
Wow.
Told you, man.
Soundstripe.